Islam was founded by the Prophet Muhammad, who was born in Mecca around 570 AD and settled in Medina around 622 AD. Muslims believe Muhammad was the last and the most important in the series of prophets, including Abraham, Moses, and Jesus. The holy book of Islam is the Quran, which means the timeless words of God. Islam began with the Prophet Muhammad. Islam means surrender, and its central idea is surrendering to the will of God. Its central article of faith is that there is no God but God, and Muhammad is his messenger. Followers of Islam are called Muslims. Muslims believe that they are following in the same tradition as the Judeo-Christian figure Adam, Noah, Abraham, Moses, and Jesus, who they believe were significant prophets before Muhammad.
Islam foods.
The halal diet. Islamic dietary laws define which foods are halal. Halal foods are lawful and permitted to be eaten by those observing Islamic teachings. Muslims are not allowed to consume foods or beverages that are haram or forbidden. Foods that carry a halal symbol on their packaging have been approved by an agency and are certified to be free of any forbidden components or ingredients. Halal claims on the nutrition label or the packaging must include the name of the certification body.
Every year, over 2 million Muslims from around the world travel to perform the Hajj, a mandatory religious duty for Muslims that must be carried out at least once in their lifetime by all adult Muslims who are physically and financially capable. All through the journey to Mecca, the holy city for Muslims, is mandatory. Muslims also like to visit other likewise holy landmarks. Not many can travel at the moment due to the coronavirus pandemic. However, we can't help but admire the cultural and spiritual importance of these places.
Clothing that is interpreted as being in accordance with the teachings of Islam. Muslims wear a wide variety of clothing which is influenced not only by religious considerations but also by practical, cultural, social, and political factors. Some Muslims have adopted clothing based on Western traditions, while others wear modern forms of traditional Muslim dress, typically long, flowing garments. Loose-fitting clothing is also generally regarded as conforming to Islamic teachings, which stipulate that body areas are sexual in nature and must be hidden from public view.
The Quran. Muslims believe that the Quran, the holy book of Islam, was revealed to Muhammad over a period of 23 years, starting with the initial revelation at Mount Hira. After the Prophet's death, his successor compiled this divine revelation in manuscript. The Quran contains prayers, moral guidance, historical narrative, and promises of paradise. It opens with a short prayer called the Fatiha, the most widely recited passage, and it's divided into 114 chapters, surahs, organized in descending length for bending and reading purposes. Manuscripts of the Quran are often divided into 30 equal parts called juz. Every chapter of the Quran, except one, begins with the Bismillah, the collective name for the invocation in the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful. Muslims often repeat this phrase at the start of an event or task. Before giving a speech, beginning a meal, or even boarding a bus, the calligraphic Bismillah is frequently written in both religious and secular objects. See All Arabic script and the art of calligraphy.